Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 to 26. I am reading from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible. Verse 1. Then spoke all these words. Verse 2. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. Verse 3. You shall have no other gods before me. Verse 4. You shall not make for yourself an idol, whether in the form of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in on the earth beneath, or that is in water under the earth. Verse 5, you shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for iniquity of parents to the third and the fourth generation of those who rejects me. Verse 6, but showing steadfast love to the thousandth generation of those who love me and keep my commandments. Verse 7, you shall not make wrongful use of the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not acquit anyone who misuses his name. Verse 8, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Verse 9, 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. Verse 10, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. You shall not do any work, you, your sons, or your daughter, your male or female slave, your livestock, or the alien resident in your towns. Verse 11, for in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, but rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and consecrated it. Verse 12, honor your father and your mother, so that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Verse 13, you shall not murder. Verse 14, you shall not commit adultery. Verse 15, you shall not steal. Verse 16, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Verse 17, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or male or female slave, or ox, or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Verse 18, when all the people witnessed the thunder and lightning, the sound of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking, they were afraid and trembled and stood at a distance. Verse 19, and said to Moses, you speak to us and we will listen, but do not let God speak to us or we will die. Verse 20, Moses said to the people, do not be afraid, for God has come only to test you and to put the fear of him upon you so that you do not sin. Verse 21, the people stood at a distance while Moses drew near to the thick darkness where God was. Verse 22, the Lord said to Moses, thus you shall say to the Israelites, you have seen for yourselves that I spoke with you from heaven. Verse 23, you shall not make gods of silver alongside me, nor you shall make for yourselves gods of gold. Verse 24, you need make for me only an altar of earth and sacrifice on its burnt offerings and your offerings of well-being. Your sheep and your oxen in every place where I cause my name to be remembered, I will come to you and bless you. Verse 25, but if you make for me an altar of stone, do not build it of hewn stones, for if you use chisel upon it, you profane it. Verse 26, you shall not go up by the steps to my altar, so that your nakedness may not be exposed on it. Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 to 26. I am reading from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible.